Как-то так. Так. Как-то была... А как... Не, ну, пару метров это нормальные. Кстати, с вами Тимон на Digital World. Ага. Не, ну мы будем играть за Фарина. Или за Фарина. Фарина, 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 Фарина. Да? Это же одиночная. Сейчас еще звук поубавлю. Игра «Властелин колец». Война на севере. Блин, что-то как-то... Мышка дикая. Чувствительность надо поменьше сделать. Что такое натурализм? Ну ладно, неизвестно. Кстати, это максимально. Вот это неждан, да? Я не знаю, я не фанат Властелина колец, поэтому судить я буду как игру обычную. И в большинстве случаев я, наверное, не буду замечать какие-нибудь пасхалки, наверное, потому что... Вот, ладно. Внезапное начало такое. Где Арагорн-то? А, вон Арагорн.
I'd like to ask you a few questions, Aragorn.
Shh. Here in Bree there is no Aragorn. Only Strider the
Что-то
Ranger.
ему... С лицом у него плохо все. Начнем
Why
скрыть имя.
hide your true name? Surely it's a name to be proud of.
The Dark Lord in Mordor would not be pleased to know that Isildur's heir still lives. The time is not right for Aragorn, son of Arathorn, to stand revealed to the world. For now, I am simply Strider.
Мало похож на самом деле. О.
All right, Strider it is. So, what are you gonna do now?
I will continue the search for the Hobbit I spoke of. I've already scoured the road between here and the Shire, but found no trace of him. I fear he may have left the road, perhaps to escape pursuit. My hope now is that he will make his way here to Bree, the only safe haven for many miles. But if he does not appear soon, I will take to the road again in search of him. Should the enemy at Fornos join in the hunt, well, you understand just how grim our chances will become. I need you to prevent that. Go to Fornost. Take the fight to them.
What about this man who met with the Black Riders? This Agendour? What do you make of him?
Как вы видели, никаких заставок не было, поэтому довольно странно.
His presence in the north bodes ill for us all, but I'm glad you discovered it. At least now we are forewarned.
Ну, предупреждены, да, это хорошо. Так. Давай черных всадников. Мне кажется, я когда-то много лет назад устанавливал игры, возможно, там была заставка.
whispered tales and legends enough that tell of them. They are the Nine, the Ring Wraiths. Of all the servants of the enemy, they are the most feared.
This Agendour, he was no wraith. He seemed like a man. One filled with dark power, maybe, but a man all the same. But what kind of man would serve the Dark Lord?
Not all the Dark Lord's servants are wraiths and orcs. There have been and still are many men, warriors and kings that walk alive under the sun, and yet are under his sway.
Tell me about this place, Fornost.
Fornost was once a great city, the capital of the Dunedain kingdom of Arnor. It fell to the Witch King long ago. The men of Gondor and the elves formed an alliance that drove the Witch King out, but Fornost was never rebuilt. The ruins remain a place of dread for many. The men of Bree call it Dead Man's Dyke and fear to go near. It is a perfect place for our enemies to gather in secret.
Well, it's a secret no more. We'll go to Fornost and take the fight to them.
Хорош. Подожди, а почему катсцен никаких не было? Давайте-ка мы, наверное, перепроверим. Выбор игры. Давайте поход. А если не прямо сейчас, то чего? Мне кажется, должна быть кат-сцена просто, а ее почему-то не было. Просто задание потрещать с Арагорном. А, во.
Of the great war of the ring, many songs have been sung and many tales told. The names of heroes like Gandalf the Grey, Aragorn the King, and Frodo the Ring-bearer are greatly revered, and rightly so.
И недаром, да.
Yet Sauron's grasp stretched much further than the lands of Gondor and Rohan alone, and his forces might have done great evil in the north of Middle-earth, had a handful of heroes not stood in his path. Their stories, too, deserve to be told. Pay heed now to one such tale, which begins here in the town of Bree, just a few short days before Frodo arrived on his quest.
Это же Тор.
Eredon, well met. And in company with Andriel of Rivendell and Farin of Erebor. An unlikely trio to find walking through the doors of the Prancing Pony. You were at Sarn Ford last I knew. Do you bear news from Halbarad?
Yes. Grim news.
I feared it would be so. Quickly.
Это же
tell
Крис
me what's
Хемсворт.
happened, but keep your voices low. There are unfriendly ears, even here in Bree.
3 days passed. The guard at Sarn Ford was attacked by 9 Black Riders.
Stand fast, Rangers!
Простите. Ребятки не выжили, я понял.
We were overwhelmed, and the enemy passed into the Shire.
This is worse than I imagined. I know these riders. It is from Mordor they come. Our folk could not hope to stand against the Nine together. How bad were our losses?
Very bad. We tried to resist them, but they were surrounded by an aura of unnatural dread.
There is more you should know. After the rout, one of the Black Riders met with an ally, a man of great malice and power.
Agendour. As a master commanded. I have stirred up the orcs of the mountains. Even now I have a force gathering amid the ruins of old Fornost. Return at once and prepare your forces. We will have need of them soon. My orcs will be ready. These lands have known peace for too long. They will soon feel the Dark Lord's wrath.
If this Agendaur has a force at Fornost, then our position grows all the more desperate.
But why all this force against the peaceful halflings? It can't be the enemy sees them as a threat.
I will say this much. There is a hobbit of the Shire who should be coming this way with a great burden. If it falls into the hands of the enemy, it will mean doom for us all. Now this hobbit is adrift on the road with enemies all around. I must find him before they do. And I need you to help me keep him safe.
Я опять забыл выключить
You are my
Discord.
chieftain. I will gladly do whatever you command.
I'm a part of this now as well.
Yeah.
Then we three are of one mind. How can we aid you?
We must reduce the threat from the enemies gathered at Fornost. Travel there and do whatever you can to keep the enemy's eye turned towards you and away from the Shire.
Perhaps we will have help in this task.
Построить хаос в канале.
Elidan and Elro here were in the north when last I heard. Any gathering of the enemy is certain to attract their attention.
Good. You could find no better allies than the sons of Elrond half-elven.
I hope we meet. But with or without help, the enemy will be kept busy. We'll
Yeah.
make sure of that.
Вот. Дубль 2.
I'd like to ask you a few questions.
Shh. Hear and breathe.
Those things... We'll go to Fornost.
Эй! Черт. Арагорн.
You should be on your way to Fornost.
What about this?
Some servant of the Dark Lord.
Those things...
Do you not know them?
Tell me about...
Fornost was once... The ruins remain a place of dread for many. The men
Так,
of Bree...
Well, it's...
все. То, что там мы уже смотрели. Блин, на пятерку, шестерку, хп и мана, да? 1, 2, 3, 4, что-то еще. Инвентарь тап. Угу. 40 арбалетных стрел. О! Так, это... Это что? Воздействие навыков удар с размахом, удар по земле и мельница. Боевой клич во время боя. Восстановить здоровье гнома. Его вспомнил. О! Урон нанесен двуручным оружием ближнего боя. Требуется меч. Не, я тут здесь под топор пойду, наверное. Других противников встретиться рядом с ней. Неплохо. Ого. Арбалет стрелой взрывающий. Блин. Так, это что? Позволить гному не реагировать на сильные удары. О, неплохо. Требуется щит. Посмотрим. Достойно примененных навыков. Внимание врагов на гнома. Агр. Ага. Ага. Тоже требуется щит. Угу. Неплохо. Очень много от боевого клича здесь всего, я понял. Хорошо. Погнали. Отто. Ну-ка, давай с Отто поговорим. Отто, дружище.
Welcome to Bree. You're a stranger around here. May I ask you a few questions?
What sort of questions?
We hear a lot of talk from travelers these days. Most of them speak of war.
Не, мы не на
growing
востоке, мы на
shadow
севере.
in the east. The townsfolk just dismiss this. Say it's far away and doesn't concern us. But I'm not so sure.
I'd say there is good cause to worry.
А что скрывать-то? Пусть
I was
подготовятся.
afraid of that. If only I could convince others.
Надо,
But
чтобы люди
until
были
then, I will
готовы.
have to take action on my own.
What do you intend to do?
I'd like to arrange for arming the town. We'll need more than pitchforks if we're forced to defend ourselves. I tried to convince a dwarven merchant to bring us weapons, but he refused.
That's strange. Did he say why?
He seems convinced there's no market for weapons in this town. He said it wouldn't be worth his time.
Maybe I should talk to him. Dwarf to dwarf.
It's
Dwarf
worth
to
a try.
dwarf.
His name is Groff. He's selling his wares from a market stall down the street. You
Хорошо,
might still find him there.
порешаем.
I'll let you know what he has to say.
Башками треснемся и нормально. Ты шо поплыл-то, родимый? Крис Хемсворт, блин, тоже мне из Новоразлива. Так. Теддер изгородник. Что-то со многим можно поговорить.
What have we here? A stranger in town.
Полурослик, что ли?
Stranger's just what I'm looking for. Interested in a little harmless pastime? It's time to make some money from it.
Pastime? What sort of pastime?
Why, nothing more than a simple game of riddles is all. I love a good game of riddles. But everyone in town has already heard all I know. I reckon I could...
Ну-ка, корыстные люди.
You said something
Крестные
about
гномы.
money.
It's simple. You stake some money and I ask you a riddle. If you give the right answer quick enough, I'll double your money.
Блин,
If you're wrong, the coins go to me. What do you say?
давайте попробуем.
All right. Ask your riddle.
Ну, если она по вселенной «Властелина колеса» ни разу не отгадаю.
How much do you care to wager? Remember, it's down to double it if your wits are quick enough.
Ну давай, я не знаю, давай одну.
Done. Now remember, you'll have to answer quick. I won't give you long with real money at stake.
Yes, let me hear your riddle.
Давай.
I drive men mad for want of me. I'm easily beaten, but never
Ветвь
free.
пленяет, но даром.
What am I?
Муж пленяет, но даром не дается. Кто я? Трусость, лошадь. Не, ну... Золото понятно. Что даром не дастся. Красавец, ну... Красавица или золото, наверное. Давай золото.
Oh, right you are. You're a smart one. Give me a chance to win it back, eh? What do you say to...
Double or nothing it is. Let's hear it.
Давай.
At night, they come
Днем
without
пропадают,
being
хотя и не
called.
украдены. Кто они?
By day, they're lost without
Сны.
being stolen. What are they?
Живется без золота, днем пропадают, хотя и не украдены. Воспоминания, тролли, звезды.
Oh, correct. You've a cunning mind, no mistake.
Не, давай
No
остановимся.
double or nothing?
Oh no, these coins are mine now, and so they'll stay. Thanks and farewell.
Рисковать не будем. Я думал, ты с ним, а это вот с ним, короче. Понял, ладно.
Hello, Master Dwarf. Just come in from the Blue Mountains or the Iron Hills, have you? I'm sure you've had a long trip, and you'll be wanting a good meal and a nice bed. We get many a travelling dwarf here in the Prancing Pony, but I don't think I've seen you before. But don't mind me. I'm forgetting.
Так, давай-ка, что я найду в Броваре?
I may have need of a few things before I leave town. Where should I look?
Well, we have stores and shops here in town, but I suspect most of them will
Адельгарн.
suit your needs. You might try Adelgar Oldbank's shop. He's got a
Хорошо,
collection of
хорошо.
unusual items which might interest you. It's right across the street from here, on the corner. If it's repairs you need, try Elman Brushwood, our blacksmith. His smithy is
Кузнец,
just across
неплохо.
the street, there on the corner.
What news do travelers bring lately?
Lately, the talk's mostly about trouble away to the south.
Восток, юг.
Seems like
Мне на север.
war or some other calamity brewing down there. Folks have been coming.
Are they settling here in the Breelands?
Well, no. It's not that we aren't sympathetic to their troubles. It's just that Bree belongs to Bree folk. We
Так,
can't take
кто-то...
in a lot of outsiders.
Так.
Thanks.
Какой прощайте? Подожди, нет, стой. Еще раз.
What can I do for you, Master?
Tell me about Bree.
Oh, Bree is an old place. Been here for ages and ages. This is the only place in the world you'll find hobbits and men living side by side. We used to see a lot of travelers coming through Bree. Not so much nowadays.
Давай.
Tell me about your inn.
The prancing pony's been in my family for generations. I can't rightly say how long. It goes that far back. I'm told there's been an inn on this spot nearly as long as there's been a town.
I'd best be on my way.
Давай, бывай. Мне пора идти. Ух ты! Стой, подожди, что? Что? Чё? Блин, интересно, а переключаться можно? Нет, как-то же можно. Вон, смотри, ну там... Подожди, что тут? Чё? Шо? В смысле? Ого! О, вы чё? Нормально. Кастомизация есть, слышь? Хорош. Давай тут зеленые какие-то были, что-то вроде такого. Во. Хотя гномы, зеленые глаза, что-то как-то... Вот это вот нормально. Так, волосы. А повертеть можно, нет? Нельзя, походу. Что-то базовое, по-моему, самое нормальное. Так, борода. Во! Что он базовый вроде неплохо смотрится. Блин, почему базовый самый такой? Есть белый. А что, белого нет, что ли? Белого, прям белого нету. А кто такой белоснежный хотел? Черный тогда. Не, ну что-то давайте лучше вот базовый оставим. Что-то прям, по-моему, самое адекватное. Еще можно поменять. Так что ладно.
Oh, hello. I didn't see you there.
Да ладно, бывает.
My head in the clouds, I guess.
What you've got is this look of someone with a lot on their mind. Troubles?
Oh no, it's no trouble. Not really. It's more like
Как я тебя понимаю?
I'm in love.
Oh, that sounds like trouble to me. Who is the lucky woman?
It's Idona Bellflower, my childhood sweetheart. I always thought we were meant for each other, but her father doesn't like my prospects. He's arranging a match with the blacksmith.
A man with a trade, that's a good match. But how about the lass? Does she love you?
That's just it. I'm not sure. I always told her how much I loved her when we were children. It was all a game back then.
Прекратите писать в Дискорд.
Got older and we got so much harder to
Как я тебя понимаю?
Well, that won't do. You'd best tell her now, or you'll wish you had later.
I want to tell her. I do. Look, this locket belonged to my mother. I want to give it to
Лилимунд.
Idona as a token of my love. But the chain is broken.
Господи,
And
почини мне
Blacksmith
вопрос.
is the only one in town who can fix it. If I take it to him, he should...
Well then, give it to me. I'll take it to him.
Yes, that might work. Edmund would never suspect a stranger like you. There's one more thing.
Вот проблемный, да?
Keeps it
Leave it to me then. I'll make sure she knows how you feel.
wonderful. Just
А еще я с ней это...
take the locket to Elvin at the
Ну,
smith
с гномом-то. Ну-ну.
Once it's repaired, bring it to Idona and tell her.
All right. I'll tell
Ну
her.
вы поняли.
Don't you fear.
And just one more thing. After you talk to her, could you come back and tell me what she said? One way or another, I have to know.
Ну ладно, ладно.
Don't fret. I'll bring you word once I've spoken with the last.
Что поделать?
Take the locket I gave.
I will. Farewell.
Не вопрос. Ладно, дай наверх подняться. А, нельзя. Понял. Так, а есть как-то там, по-моему, я слышал, что здесь есть переключение между персонажами. Управление. Шаг лево, шаг вправо, назад, бег, уклонение. ПКМ, ЛКМ, левый Ctrl, левый Alt. Уф, как сложно. Че, и все? А, призыв орла. Союзники. Атака С, союзники, защита З. Меню персонажа. Тап. Так, давайте я поставлю сейчас на паузу, короче, и выключу звуки Дискорда и... Как бы продолжим.